What is up guys, it's Cal, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get the Honeyback Harvester mount, which was introduced in 8.2.5. Now this is a bit of a grind to get, and I want to preface this by saying that this is an Alliance only mount, so only Alliance can get it. Even if you get it on your Alliance toon, you can only ride it as Alliance, so Horde players cannot ride this. This is Alliance only. There are some Horde only mounts though, so I guess it kind of evens out. But anyways, how to get this mount. So starting off, you have to have one of two companion pets. So I'm going to show you which those are. So one of them is the Sea Breeze Bumblebee. You don't have to have this one, you can have the other one, which I'm about to mention. But this is one of the two battle pets that you have to actually start it. Now, to get this battle pet, you have to be revered with Storm's Wake. And you buy it. I'm in Brennadam here. And you need to talk to the Storm's Wake emissary. And she sells it. Oh, I should get those mounts. She sells a pair of B-Wings. So she sells it for 250 Polish Pet Charms. Also, I should mention this. The Sea Breeze Bumblebee you can buy on the auction house. You can cage it and sell it on the auction house. So just keep that in mind. So if you're somebody who completely did not care about Storm's Wake at all, you didn't get any reputation with them, well, you can go after this other B-Pet. But this one's a bit more of a grind, possibly, because it takes 7 days to get. It's called Bumbles. So you have to have one of these two companion pets. Now, to get Bumbles, I'll go ahead and just briefly tell you how to get that one. You need to come right here to this Alliance flight path, the Mildenhall Meadery, and then there's a quest from Ansel Mildenhall that you're able to get. And he'll give you a quest. The quest is called Mayhem at Mildenhall Meadery. It's a short little chain, and then once you complete that, you're going to just come right over here to all these little jelly dudes and spam kill all of them. These flowing honeys. Also these bubbling meads, they can drop it too. You have to spam kill them until you get a necklace. It's a buy one pickup called Annealed Honey Amulet. Now once again, don't waste this. Don't waste your time if you're Horde. This will not drop for you. Well, you can't even get that quest, first off, if you're Horde. And then once you get that necklace, you have to find Rosalind Mildenhall, who is in Borealis. She has multiple spawn points. There will be a map on the screen now of where her spawn points are. You speak to her and she will give you a letter. And then once you get the letter, you come back here, you turn it in, and then you get a quest called Bumbles the Bee from Ansel. And this will open up a daily quest called Let's Be Friends. And that daily quest, you have to complete it 7 days. Doesn't have to be in the row. It doesn't have to be in a row, but it just has to be 7 days. And you'll get the achievement, Let's Be Friends. So if you have this achievement, then you already have Bumbles. Anyways, those, you have to get one of two of those battle pets before you can get this mount. So make sure you have those first. So once you have one of those, you want to come over to Barry here, the beekeeper, who is still at this flight path, the Mildenhall Meadery, and you want to summon one of your pets. I'm going to use Bumbles. Once I do that, he kind of stands up. Oi, you there. Seems to be a new hive in town. Keep an eye out. Looks like your little fellow is onto something and might be able to lead you to their nest. So now we're going to head north, and we're going to follow these green pools. Okay, once you get all the way up north here, you'll see a bunch of this hive stuff, these green pools. It's right up here at 62-26 North Stormsong Valley, and we're going to approach it. A loud buzzing sound on your approaches. A bee is about to attack you, and Barry comes in and saves the day. Whether your majesty, I'm sure our new friend meant to no harm. She appears to be defending her hive. Can't blame her, really. Maybe you can all find a little something to convince her to let us in. So, to calm her, we need to find something called a thin jelly, which should be pretty much right beside us. Here we go. Find a jelly deposit that should be right beside the hive, and you get a thin jelly, and then you want to go back to the hive mother. So we're going to give her this thin jelly, offer it to her. She doesn't seem like she cared that much. Hey, I have an idea. Come here. Just let me do the talking, stranger. I have a knack for this sort of thing. Barry winks at you. We should probably start with introductions. My name is Barry, and he's dancing. She seems like she likes that. Pleased to meet you. There we are. See, nothing to worry about. Okay, eventually you're able to get into her hive. What, you didn't catch that? Huh? Come on inside. I'll explain. Now you'll want to look left in front of Barry and see this nascent harvester, whatever you call it. Talk to it. And it has a friendly bar there. And then if you also look into your reputation tab, you see a Honeyback hive here, neutral. 0 out of 3,000. Now you want to make sure you talk to Barry, say what was that all about? What do you mean? And then he starts talking to you some stuff, and then you want to offer your one thin jelly that you have to the bee, and it will give it some reputation. 12, but it gave you 20, and you have to do that to actually start farming the rep. Make sure you turn that one thin jelly in before you start farming the rep. So to fill this reputation bar up, we are going to scour Stormsong Valley for some jellies. Now, just a quick little tip here is go into system, ground clutter, turn that to 1. It makes them a lot easier to see. So let's get some jellies and, you know, see what's up. Okay, I found my first one. This is what they look like. They could be little clusters of 1, or they can be little clusters of like 3. And I got one thin jelly from that. Here's another. Not too far from my last one. This one is a cluster of 1 as well. There's one thin jelly. Okay, whatever Blizzard dev decided to put these golden rabbits everywhere. Yeah, you're not funny. Okay, here's another. This one is a cluster of 3, it shows. And it still gave me one thin jelly. Amazing. Here's another, pretty much right beside where that last one was. You get the idea. I'm gonna try to farm a bunch up. Okay, so I only managed to get 17. But it is 17. Now, to turn them in, there's a couple things you can do. So I do have 17 of them. I can turn them in one at a time into the bee, but that just takes too long. You can talk to Honeyback Hive Mother, and you can actually buy these other ones. So I'm gonna buy, I can buy 2 royal jellies, and they still give you the exact same amount of rep. Like, it doesn't increase your rep reward. It's just so you can turn them in faster. So I'm gonna turn in 2 of these royal jellies, which gave me 160 Honeyback Hive rep. Same with the other one. Turning in that one gave me 20. So I'm 97 with this, and I am with the bee thing, and I'm 360 with the reputation. Now there's other ways to get rep, so let's look at those avenues. Now on the coast, just north of the hive coast here, there's a rare. Oh, he has a lot more health than I thought, but I'm sure I can kill him. 4.3 million health. But his name is a Honey Smasher, and he is dead. Now that he's dead, we're gonna loot him, and he gave us a rich jelly. So he also gave us 500 rep with the reputation, as you see down there. And as I mentioned, this rich jelly that we can turn in. And then another avenue of getting reputation is throughout Stormsong Valley, you might see these beds of flowers, and there's light shining down on it. Well, there will be a honeyback harvester. There's a lot of people just gathering on it, which is completely fine. But there's a honeyback harvester, yep, right there, that you can talk to, and it will start an event, which I guess we're gonna wait for more people to come. And this is, okay, so we have started it. It's a 5-minute event, and there's going to be waves of these bees, or no, they're spiders that come in. We want to kill them. And a rare has spawned, so these rares can spawn, and they have a chance to drop something. So we're gonna see what this one drops. It dropped a blue item. So these blue items, I will turn it in at some point, but they can give a good amount of rep. So I'm gonna finish this and then turn it in. We're now opening this freshly jelly deposit after the 5 minutes is over, and I got 12 thin jellies. Now turning this quest in will give us 700 or something, 750 reputation. Okay, so I'm not done, but I'm going to give, Jesus Christ, my inventory is horrible. After I turn these in, this last couple in, I'm going to give my final thoughts, some extra tips. So I got friendly with the reputation, as you see here. I'm a little bit into friendly, but I didn't get very far into this. I'm only 532 out of 3,500. Now to actually get this mount, you have to, as you probably assumed, get all the way exalted with the honeybee hive. But then on top of that, you have to get, once you get 3,500 with the Nacious Harvester, it will turn into a Juvenile Harvester where you have to get 7,000. So you have to get all the way 3,500 and then 7,000 with this thing, and then also get exalted with Honeyback Hive. So then once you get all that, this bee will be a mature, I think it's called a mature harvester, and it will offer you a quest where you have to go outside to Barry, talk to him, and you will get your mount. So that's how you get your mount. Just a couple of tips is that the reputation gain does increase as you go. So the jellies that you can find around, those will give you like 1 to 3 jellies. But once you get honored, they have a higher chance of giving more jellies, and they'll sometimes give you the rich jellies, which give you, I think those give you 80 each time you turn them in. And then when you get from Revered to Exalted, they can have multiple thin jellies. They can sometimes have the rich jellies, which give you 80, and they can even have the royal jellies, which give you 160. So just know, as it goes on, the reputation gain will be greater. Another thing is that once you get to Revered, you can talk to Barry outside, and for 20 20 rich jellies actually, so you do need the rich ones, you can buy these Beholder's Goggles. Now I know 20 rich jellies, that's a lot. It's 4 thin jellies and 1 rich jelly. So if my math serves me right, that would be 4 times 2 is 8. 80 thin jellies. So what this does is the jellies will appear on your map for 1 hour. It's an unlimited use thing, gives you a 1 hour buff, and has a 1 hour cooldown. Once you get Revered, you can buy it, the jellies will appear on your map, and it is super helpful. I know 80 thin jellies, that's a lot, but trust me, it's super helpful. It will help you get from Revered to Exalted much faster. Another thing, thin jellies can be sold on the auction house. They're not soulbound. Would you buy one for 9,500 gold? I would recommend not doing that. Would you try to sell one for 9,500 gold? Sure, why not? Go for it if someone's dumb enough to actually buy it for that amount. But that's a thing too. And then one last thing, which doesn't really matter all that much, is that once you end up getting your mount, you can still farm some jellies. 35 royal jellies, so that's a lot. We'll give you this quest, and all this quest does is, I think it gives you 850 Storm's Wake rep. So yeah, and I think you can only do it once a week. I'm not 100% sure on that. But there you have it. That is how you get to the Honeyback Harvester mount. You just come to here, you know, talk to the guys, get all the thin jellies, turn them in for the rep, and then you need this guy's rep to be full all the way, 3,500, then 7,000, and then this rep to be all the way to Exalted. And there you go, you'll get your mount. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, feel free to leave a like on it. You can sub to the channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.